and my boy Kiss me out here practicing my shot, right? First thing I throw in the dough is a 7. Little shooting dice. Shooting dice kind of like life. Then I back door and throw another 7. 6. Catch a point. 6. I made the point. That's just like life, right? Crapped out. All right, that's enough on the dice. So listen, when I talk about dice and life and clean dice and dirty dice, right? So it's just like you a hustler. You in the streets, you doing your thing, you getting money. You know, you robbing banks, selling dope, pimping, whatever you doing. You know what I'm saying? However you putting your money down, putting your lick down, getting your money, doing your hustle. It's just like shooting dice. You know, you gonna roll the dice. Sometimes you're gonna catch a dope, 7 or 11, 7 or 11, 7 or 11, right? And then sometimes you're gonna catch a point. Then you gotta shoot towards that point. Well, you're gonna be shooting towards that point. Sometimes you're gonna make your point. And then sometimes you're gonna fall off. Man, let's talk about falling off. So when you fall off, you catch a 7 after you had a point. Then, all right, everything that you built up to that point, you know, depending on the level of your hustle and the level of your savings and the management and being a shepherd over what you've been blessed with, though it was ill-gotten gains. You gotta pay the lawyer, you gotta pay the bondsman, you gotta pay all of that and everything going in the wrong direction. But you still gotta maintain your life with whatever you got. Then just, you know, just in case you happen to get fortunate enough and get a bond and get out, then you're gonna be out here and you're gonna still feel like you need to pick your dice up again and you need to shoot them again. Catch your dope, right? So that's how it goes. You're gonna catch your lick. You're gonna catch your lick. You're gonna catch you another dope. So now you feel like you're back rolling, but in your mind, you kind of confused and you kind of extra nervous because now you already know you out on bond. God forbid you got some prize. You know what I'm saying? So you already know what them people about to do to you when they get you down now. But so see, like these type of conversations like I was having with my guys when I was in the barbershop business, you know what I'm saying? And just so to happen, you know, plug that in. Right now we at D-Port Barber Lounge, right over here in the shadow of High Bay Airport, right across the track on the southeast side, the south side of H-Town, you know what I'm saying? Right across the track, Belford and Northdale. So you catching them licks, you catching them points. And I was telling these guys, like, listen, man, you're doing your thing, you got all this money. Let's just say you got $300,000-400,000. Well, you got $300,000-400,000. You can take some of that money and start putting it in the direction of shooting clean dice, right? Now you catching them same licks and them same doughs and them same 7s and them same 11s, and then you catching them same points and you making them same points, but it's doing it the right way, with the clean way, it's doing it the legit way, it's doing it the legal way. So I would have these type of conversations with dudes I know that's in the streets, that's hustling and getting money, you know what I'm saying? And I even had one idiot, a couple of them, that asked me, well, if you telling me why you ain't doing it, I am doing it. I'm a survivor. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't talking to you from a position or something that I heard or something somebody told me. I'm telling you from firsthand experience. That's why I'm out here and not in now where your ass going if you keep on shooting them dirty dice. You understand me? Because now I understand that it's hard for you to just wean yourself off cold turkey from hustling in the streets. You ain't gonna wean yourself off. You gonna let them people wean your ass off. And depending on the age you are, when you get down now, you gonna say to yourself, okay, I got this, I can do that, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna have another run in it. But man, believe me, I'm telling you from what I know, man, first-hand experience, man, this inside the business, man. It ain't on the outside looking in. Every time you catch a case, and every time you getting older, and every time you go down there, and every time you hold your hand up and do like Gunna, you understand me? That means a nigga say a nigga name, I'm gonna tell. You fuck around, put your hand up, them people can tell you everything that judge tell you, you're gonna be saying, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. As soon as you get out, you're gonna do everything in your goddamn power to violate everything you agreed to and that you signed your name to. You're gonna sign your name to so many stipulations and so much community service and so many goddamn random piss tests and so many goddamn pop-up visits from the parole officer. You gonna be the forgot half of that shit you signed for, and you damn sure gonna violate it. On top of that, you still shooting them dirty dice, right? Or dope. Another dope. All I roll is dope. They've been asking about me, man, South Park. Everybody know Lefty got the stroke, man. Anyway, if you could just wean your way off, if you could just wean your way off from shooting dirty dice and to start shooting legal dice. Like say, for example, like my boy said, you got $300,000-400,000. Man, you could buy you a truck, you could buy you a cement truck, you could buy you some heavy equipment, you could start, you know what I'm saying, working on building your credit, getting your credit right, so that you can put yourself in position to start acquiring properties or start buying lots and start building and all of these type of things. So once you get your credit right, you put yourself in position to leverage good credit into money and start running some real live legit plays with other people's money. And next thing you know, as you start hitting them real licks and them real doors, you ain't gotta look over your shoulder no more. Now you're 50-50. You're still in the streets, but now you're in a new game. As time goes by, that shit that you was doing ain't gonna make sense to you no more, because the only reason you're doing it is because you don't know no better. You understand what I'm saying? But I already know the hardest problem, the biggest problem for these dudes in the streets to transition is they don't know when to goddamn wake up in the morning. And the reason why you don't know when to wake up in the morning, because when you bring your ass home, it's in the morning. You understand me? When everybody else getting up, getting ready to go to work, you just coming in, getting ready to go to sleep. Man, real business going on at 5, 6 in the morning, man. By the time noontime come, people done did enough all day to where, you know, they already over. And here your ass go just waking up. Keep on shooting them dirty dice, man. At some point, you got to realize that you got to have something out here that you love more than that old bullshit ass game that you playing out here while you trying to impress these dumb ass niggas that don't give a fuck about you no way. But once you see, when you lay down and you get together with somebody and you build something and you make something that belongs to you, that would and should be something that you love enough to where you don't want to miss it and you don't want to be away from it. Man, I ain't gonna talk you to death, man. I ain't gonna preach to you either. Guess what? I'm gonna remain inside the business.